Hey, what's up guys? It's episode 6 of the Triathlon vlog. This episode is coming out a little late. No one probably notices, but that's perfectly fine. It matters to me though. But it's coming up late because I went on a trip the week of the 27th of July. Before that was the week of the 20th. So this is going to show those 2 weeks of training. It was pretty regular training up until the weekend of the 20th. Then on Sunday, we left for the trip, and then I came back last Friday, the 31st. And then, yeah, that basically just threw off my training for that whole week and a little bit of last week. So where this is going to pick up at is the 21st. I did my boot camp, one of my boot camp episodes with my friend Jeff, and actually some of my other friends went too. And that's where this is going to pick up, and then we'll go through these last 2 weeks, and then next episode 7, will pick up the week of the 3rd, which is the week we're in currently. Alright, peace.
Everybody wants to know. All I know is that I flow. You and I can't deny the matter of the fact. I'm making this hot track. Motherfuckers check this shit. What's the deal with the drum and stick? Oh, it's pumping this hot thumping to explosion of rendition. Pure electromagnetic groove. Oh shit. Yes, it's true. All I hear is ho ho ho, turn off that radio, pump up that them jams, and raise up all your hands.
It's going? Oh yeah, perfect. Alright, hey, what's up guys? Been a minute since I did a check-in video, but today is Thursday, 7/23. Didn't do a sign-in kind of video or thing for Tuesday. I ended up going riding down a seal with my friends. It was kind of for my other series that I have going on, my boot camp, and I did a bike ride. It was for Jeff. It was his kind of like training session, his 3rd one, but we also brought along my friends Danny and Maya, because I know they like to ride too, and just kind of made it a fun little thing. I might throw some clips in there from my bike rack, but I don't want the stuff to overlap too much. If you want to see more from that day, you can go watch that video. It should be out within probably when this goes up, it'll be Monday probably. So by the end of next week, or the end of this week that you're watching it, it should be up. Episode 1, 2, and 3. And then yeah, so I'm just gonna do like about 40 minutes or so on the bike, and then hop off and do some running. I'm gonna shoot for like about 2 miles or so. Gonna keep the cycling low. My Whoop strap, I'm taking it pretty low key with the training this week. I've been doing quite a bit of walking because I've been passing out my business cards for my personal training business. So you wouldn't think that would be too strenuous, but you know, when it's kind of hot out, you know, you get your heart rate up, you're sweating, you know. So I've been doing a lot of that, and then my only really training day was Tuesday. Rode up and back from Seal. So yeah, but my Whoop strap, yeah. So I always get a loadout of my data for the week, and I was at risk of overtraining based on my sleep consistency and performance. And then I was going super hard. That was the week where on Sunday I rode down to Newport. So that day my strain was so high, and I'm just not recovering well. So I was at risk of overtraining, which is not good, you know, especially this far out from the event. I don't need to be at risk of overtraining. You know, you train to get better, not to just kill yourself. So there's no point in that. I can really ramp it up as I get closer. About, you know, 3 weeks out or so is where I should be like peaking, and then I'll taper down from there, is the objective. But I'm rambling as I do. I'm just gonna cycle for about 40 minutes. I think I'm just gonna kind of do a loop around Long Beach. I don't think I'm gonna go into any particular place because it takes about an hour to go back and forth from Seal. So yeah, I'm just gonna do a loop around Long Beach, and then come back, drop my bike off, get about a couple miles in, and hope that my back doesn't hurt, and then we'll call it there.
Yes, it's true. All I hear is ho ho ho, turn off that radio, pop up that them jams, and raise up all your hands. Scream MC Colors and all shit. Yeah, MC Colors and all shit. MC Colors and all shit. MC Colors in the house, yeah. MC Colors in the house, yeah.
Alright, and here is kind of when training goes off the rails. This was 2 weekends ago, Saturday the 22nd. So normally this is my rest day, but my friend Josh asked me to go out to Seal Beach and play some volleyball, and I was like, bet, because I haven't played volleyball literally forever. And I knew I wasn't going to get a workout in the next day because we were leaving on the trip. So I was pretty surprised by just my calorie expenditure during this, how high my heart rate is staying elevated. We played about like 3 games or so. Yeah, stayed pretty high. It was pretty hot out there, hydrating well. But, the elevated temperature out on the sand, get a little too competitive, and boom, there you go. That's a recipe for high calorie expenditure and a high heart rate for almost 2 hours. So that was pretty cool. Next clip, we'll go into my first workout up in Big Bear. Alright, up here in Big Bear. This is the first full day I've been up here. Still gotta train for the triathlon. So I'm running. I'll tell you what, this is a bitch. Used to running on flat surfaces at sea level. It is much different with the elevation change, altitude. I usually do about 8:30, 9-minute pace, depending on how far I'm running. Last time I checked, I was at like 11:10 pace, and I'm coming up on 2 miles. So that's a big ego hit, but I did do like about an hour hike with the fam right before this. So there's that. Although my heart rate didn't really get high enough for my whoop strap to even really register. But substrates. I should have ate a little something before. But just getting it in. Didn't bring my bike, but I kind of wish I did, because it's pretty nice blacktop out here. It's been a real nice ride, but it would have been a big ego hit for my cycling. I know my running isn't much of anything, so just getting it in is nice. But if I was doing some biking and it sucked, it would hurt a little bit. So maybe that was for the better. I don't really know. But yeah, I just want to check in. I'm going to wrap this up, and I'll talk to you guys later. Alright, boom. Hopefully you enjoyed that little clip of me dying, trying to run at altitude. That was a beast. Right here, I will show you the little track that I did. It was literally 2 miles on the dot around this little loop. That straightaway there, that first straightaway, and then you go around like the turn and then back down. But going up was some pretty decent elevation gain, and I was just like, what am I doing right now? When I was going to do that. So that was on the Monday, and I did like a little hike. I think I said that in the clip. I did like a little hike before that, so probably should have ate something, but it's whatever. It was fine. And then next day, golf. Not necessarily what you'd consider a very strenuous exercise, but at an altitude, you can compare that kind of to the volleyball. It was about the exact same time, but it was significantly less calories burned, like 400, 500 calories less. But my heart rate was, I maxed at like 178, which is pretty considerable. The average is kind of low, but nevertheless, that was kind of like my workout for the day. Then next day, Wednesday, it says rowing, but it was really jet skiing. However, there was no thing in the whoop for jet skiing, so I was like, oh, rowing's close enough, it's on the water. This was, this calorie expenditure wasn't very high either, really. It was a little bit higher than the golfing, but it really takes a toll on your body, especially your grip, and it's a different kind of workout, because it's like a lot of isometrics, you're just squeezing and holding on, so you're not moving a lot, but it is more strenuous than you would imagine, plus it was considerably long. We had the jet skis for 2 hours, so, yeah, not a traditional type workout, but, was strenuous enough for me to consider putting it on here. Then, this was the beast. I did some mountain biking. So we took 4 trips down the mountain, as you can probably tell by the loadout. Here, there's 4 big spikes. It was real nice because we didn't have to go up the mountain, which if we had to ride up the mountain, I probably wouldn't have done it. They just take you up in the ski lifts, and they just have this contraption they put on the ski lifts for your bike, so you can just hook your bike in there, and then you ride down. But even though you're just riding down, it is still insane. It's so insane. It was simply too dangerous. Probably, I don't know if I'll do it again, honestly. I like snowboarding more, but obviously can't do that during the summer. But 2.5 hours, we were out there for a minute. Yeah, this was so hard on my grip. I started to realize that your grip really starts to go when you're not lifting weights as much as I used to, really. I'm still doing a little bit with, but it's more for like active recovery and just to break up the cardiovascular activity. I'm not doing it just to get big or strong, really. And then this is just a little workout I decided to throw in here at the end. This was just this was like, I just got home. I was home for like an hour and a half. I just picked up my car from my grandma's house, and I was like, let me go on a little bit of ride. Nothing crazy. You see there's that big dip, kind of like the 15-minute mark. I just stopped by my work, and because they have a new setup for the gym out front, so I wanted to check that out and see what that looked like. And then I just did that, and then just went about my business and finished out the ride. I do have my Sunday ride, but I think I'm going to save that for episode 7, and that is for episode 6. We're getting closer and closer as the weeks go by. I think I'm about almost 2 months out at this point. A little more than 2 months, actually. 2 months and like 2 weeks, approximately. So it's getting pretty exciting. See you guys in the next episode, alright? Peace out.